Coming up on 5 Minute News. FBI chief rebukes House Republicans' baseless accusations. Stop the Steal protester sues Fox News for defamation. And US inflation drops to 3% as Biden touts strong economy. It's Thursday, July 13. I'm Anthony Davis. FBI Director Christopher Wray rejected Republicans' wide-ranging criticism at a congressional hearing on Wednesday that targeted everything from the Bureau's handling of a probe into Hunter Biden to claims it encouraged social media companies to censor conservative views. Wray appeared before the Republican-led U.S. House of Representatives Judiciary Committee panel for the first time since disgraced former President Donald Trump was indicted for retaining highly classified documents and obstructing justice. His appearance also marks the first time he has testified since President Biden's son Hunter was criminally charged with 2 misdemeanor tax counts while avoiding a felony gun charge through a pretrial diversion agreement with prosecutors. Republicans have repeatedly accused the FBI and other federal agencies of weaponizing their law enforcement and regulatory powers to silence critics on the right, target political enemies, and protect political allies. House Republicans have also claimed, without evidence, that the document's case against Trump is politically motivated. Are you protecting the Bidens? Asked Republican Representative Matt Gaetz. Absolutely not, replied Wray, a fellow Republican who has increasingly become the target of Republicans' wrath. Several Republican lawmakers also grilled Wray about whether the Bureau pressures social media companies to silence conservative views after a Trump-appointed federal judge in Louisiana last week sided with the Republican attorneys general of Louisiana and Missouri and blocked the FBI and other federal agencies from communicating with social media firms about moderating content on their platforms. Wray on Wednesday staunchly disagreed with the judge's ruling, saying the FBI is only focused on combating foreign malign influence and not free speech. The idea that I'm biased against conservatives seems somewhat insane to me, given my own personal background, Wray said. An Arizona man filed a defamation lawsuit against Fox on Wednesday, alleging the entertainment and opinion channel spread a conspiracy theory that he played a key role in the violent storming of the U.S. Capitol by supporters of Donald Trump. Ray Epps, who voted for Trump in 2016 and 2020, claimed in his lawsuit that Fox knowingly and recklessly spread claims that he was an undercover FBI agent who instigated the January 6 attack as part of a government plot to discredit Trump. This years-long campaign of disinformation, Epps claims in his suit, destroyed the lives of Epps and his wife. Epps was interviewed by the Congressional Select Committee investigating the January 6 attack, and the committee put out a statement saying he was not an FBI agent. The lawsuit in Delaware State Court comes as voting technology company Smartmatic is suing Fox for defamation, and several months after the company settled defamation claims brought by Dominion Voting Systems for $787 million. The company acknowledged the court found some Fox claims about Dominion were false. Epps traveled to Washington for the January 6 Stop the Steal rally that preceded the storming of the Capitol but never entered the building, and said in his lawsuit he tried to calm the crowd. Epps claims that nearly a year after the attack, then Fox host Tucker Carlson seized upon a conspiracy theory that the FBI was responsible for the insurrection and that Epps was part of that effort. Carlson told viewers in January last year that Epps was a central figure in the attack and helped stage manage the insurrection. Fox fired Carlson in April. The politics of inflation took a sharp turn yesterday, with a report showing consumer prices rose at the slowest pace since the early months of Joe Biden's presidency. Republicans have hammered Biden over the cost of groceries, gasoline, utilities, and more, falsely saying that his $1.9 trillion pandemic relief package and push for electric vehicles were responsible for pushing inflation to a 4-decade high. The GOP argument has resonated with voters, but the report on consumer prices for June suggests that inflation has eased dramatically without any of the job losses that some economists and Republican leaders said would occur. Prices have risen just 3% from a year ago, compared with 9.1% in June 2022, and is the lowest reading since March 2021. Biden's team was quick to seize on the inflation report as proof that its policies are delivering results. Defying expectations that Federal Reserve efforts to combat inflation would cause layoffs, the unemployment rate is healthy at 3.6%. Inflation is down by 2/3 over the past year, said Jared Bernstein, chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisers. It is particularly notable and highly consistent with Bidenomics to see this steep a decline in the rate of inflation while employment remains so uniquely strong. The president was quick to take credit, with the White House issuing a statement from him, "Good jobs and lower costs. That's Bidenomics in action," he said. 5-Minute News is an Evergreen podcast covering politics, inequality, health, and climate, delivering independent, unbiased, and essential world news daily.